Well, today I'm going to do salsa, and this is a Baron, which is a hot pepper, and I don't want my salsa too hot, but I want a little bit of heat in it, so I'm going to put that in there. And then other than that, I've got these other peppers. All of these are more of a sweet chili pepper. Let's see here. So I need several of those. Oh, I see some on the other side. That's where I should probably go. Okay, these are really, really nice peppers, so we'll take a couple of these for some reason. Look at those are beauties. And then I've got, well, I think maybe I'll take one of these. Oh no, look at this. Woo! We do have peppers. What do you think? You think that's enough peppers?
That looks pretty good to me, Gretchen.
One more. Wow. Okay. Then we'll come over here, and I'm going to, I picked the peppers first, so they're on the bottom. Now I'm going to come over here, and these are our sweet 100s, and then these are sugar bombs, this right here. And so I'm going to take some of these, and what we do with these is we'll put them in the blender, or not the blender, the food processor, and grind them all up, skins and all, and they make a pretty good sauce. In addition, I have some of our other tomatoes that I can use. These kind, I mean, this is a jungle. Look at those. Okay, here are the cherry tomatoes. And I put these in the food processor, grind them up. Look at, back in here. Look at all of those. They're nice and sweet, and they do add a nice sweetness, texture to the
Do you add any vinegar to your salsa or any other spices?
Well, I'm gonna get some cilantro, and I usually onions, salt, pepper, maybe a little chili powder. I kind of taste it and see how it is.
In other words, it's like all of your recipes. The only thing that's accurate about the recipe is the name.
Yeah,
after that, it becomes a work in progress.
That's
huh?
right. Yeah. That's right.
There we go.
And then we'll come over here and get some of our super sauce tomatoes. These don't look right, but you feel them, and they're soft and they're ready to go. That one should have been picked a couple days ago. Well, earlier this week we had a plant that it was a volunteer butterfly bush that was growing absolutely in the wrong place. And so this is a pretty good time of year to move shrubs and perennials. You might not think so, but the ground is still warm so that the roots can grow and get established, and then they'll be good in the spring. You can also do it in the spring, but I kind of like to do that in the fall. So we moved that butterfly bush. So let's take a look at that process. What we're doing today is, this is a butterfly bush that came up volunteer in a very awkward place. And this is the first year it's been here, so I think it will be fairly easy to move. But when you're moving something, one of the things you need to do is to cut back the green matter so the roots won't dry out. And that'll give the roots a better start. So, I mean, it's a pretty little bush, as sad as it might be. We're gonna whack it off. So we'll just come right down here. and cut it off. We'll cut that up into chunks later on. This marigold obviously is problematic too, so I've been trimming it back. Well, okay, maybe.
So I suppose it's about my time now to get the shovel out and do my part of the work, huh?
Yeah, let me. Well, you know, I probably would be better if you did it, I guess. I always tend to think, oh, I can do it. But I think maybe in this case.
Well, she's been pretty crippled up lately, and no reason to aggravate any aches and pains and make them worse. Okay, now that gives me plenty of room in there to work. If you want to hold the camera, I can get the shovel.
Yeah, okay. Can I give you some instructions?
Oh, I might follow them, then again I might not, but I'll do my best.
I'm not going to fire you regardless, I guess.
You're right.
What is this here? Just a minute, hang on just a minute. Let me take a look here. Okay, what I would instruct, as you can see, we've got lots of weeds around here too.
Yeah.
Is probably just coming like that all around this whole thing, doing the hellebore.
So you want the hellebore and the butterfly to come up together?
Yeah, because I don't think they're pretty entwined if you look down at the base.
Well, no reason you can't transplant the two together, is there?
Well, I think either that or I'll separate them.
Anyway, let me get rid of a few weeds first. I got some sorrel here that I'll just pull that up and toss it aside. Now, do you have a bucket or something to put it in? Okay, well, we got it.
Okay, let's walk over to the dry garden, see if we can find a place for it.
All right.
I think right about there would be a good spot for it. What do you think?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine with me.
Now you're going to have to dig pretty deep because look at that taproot.
Yeah.
And while you dig, I'll see if I can. Yeah.
Well.
Boy, I don't know if I can separate these or not. There we go. I got them separate.
Got them separated, so you'll set that aside. And the long taproot is what we have to... Okay. Well, let's see what we can do here. That's probably going to be hard as a rock. Maybe not.
Not too bad.
If you'll just hold that there, I'll push some dirt in, okay?
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
Get that deep enough to get that taproot all the way down.
There we go. One of the things when you're planting something, you're better off to plant it a little shallow or proud rather than too deep. Yeah, if you want to ask me why that is, I can't tell you why. I just know that that's what I've been taught. A lot of times you think about transplanting and planting things in the spring, but actually shrubs and fairly hardy perennials, it works pretty good to plant them in September, October, because the ground is still warm and it gives the roots a chance to really get developed so that you have a nice start in the spring. So we'll check back in the spring and see how this guy did.
And we already got a hole dug for it.
Yeah. Okay. Got a good root ball on this. Got a hole here already. Oh boy. And some wonderful weeds. So I think that'll probably fit right in there back where it was. So as you take a look, we got a really nice root ball with this. Hellebores hate to be moved. So this guy's not going to be happy for a while. He's going to be a little unhappy. I find it takes about a year, good solid year for them to adjust. But maybe we got enough of the root ball, won't be too bad. There are some plants that thrive when you divide them and cut them and do all sorts of things to them, but not these things. They simply do not like to be disturbed. This is our second batch of applesauce from one of our trees. We earlier picked the rest of the apples on the tree. You reach a point where you need to get them off because the birds start discovering them. So this is the last of our galas, and we've got, I think I've got about 6 and 7, about 13 quarts of applesauce.
And we've got another tree to go, but we'll probably turn that more into pie apples and stuff too.
The other one is a Jonathan, and it's a really good baker. I really like it for apple pie.
Yeah, apple pie. We might even try freeze drying some of that.
Yeah, I like to cut it and put cinnamon over the top of it, maybe sprinkle a little sugar on it, freeze dry it. It makes a really nice stack.
Oh yeah, it sure does.
Well, I think I best get in the kitchen and start roasting those peppers.
Okay, folks, that's it for this week. I'm looking forward to that salsa. I wonder what we're having tonight for dinner.